I am a patriot, I am a protester, and I am a peacemaker. And I am all three of those.
Well, this has been such a powerful conversation. Thank you for sharing so openly on how this expression of honoring really works and how individuals can work with you to really share this light in other people's lives and impact them in such a deep way. Welcome to the Mindful Hustle, the show where inner work meets outer results. I'm Donnie, and if you feel called to do big things in business while staying true to your highest self, you're in the right place. Get this, studies in cognitive neuroscience reveal that up to 95% of our actions and decisions are driven by subconscious identity patterns. If your business isn't scaling, it's likely not your strategy, it's your self-concept. At Reality Realization Institute, we specialize in helping business owners rewire who they believe they are, so the results align automatically. You can book a free strategy session at realityrealization.org/call. Now, let's hop into today's episode. Today's guest is Iris Barratt, a passionate advocate for honoring others through meaningful events and traditions. Iris is on a mission to make honoring a global movement, offering DIY event planning programs that help people create powerful moments of recognition and appreciation. With multiple honoring awards, programs, and even initiatives to honor anonymously and unite communities around the world. In this episode, we dive into the power of acknowledgement, the magic of heartfelt celebration, and how honoring others can transform lives, one moment at a time. Thank you, Iris, for being on today's episode.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, let's start here. Going a bit into your past and really what led you to pursue this experience of honoring. Was there a moment in your life or in this passion where something just clicked and everything changed? Perhaps a mindset shift or realization that really reshaped and led you on this path?
Absolutely. When I was a young girl, I had a really super big open heart. And I had an aunt that I dearly loved. And I decided to write her this beautiful letter just about how wonderful she was and what a wonderful impact she had. And I realized that everyone loved her. And I thought, if I don't put my name on it, she'll know it's me. I found the heart of the grateful anonymous appreciator when I was young. And I found that if I honored people anonymously, how powerful is that? It allowed my full heart, its absolute brilliant, huge expression. And the beautiful thing, too, I discovered is that when you honor other people anonymously, they have to look around their life and wonder who sent it. Was it my friend? Was it my coworker? Was it a family member? And it really has a profound impact. So I love honoring people anonymously. It started when I was young, and it's made a huge impact on my life. I can't tell you how much honoring other people in simple yet meaningful ways has absolutely transformed and enhanced my life and the lives of other people too.
Mhm. Oh, wow, that's amazing. I love how it's been a lifelong passion for you. It's very interesting. Something I'm curious about is you mentioned that you've been able to express this expression of honoring throughout many moments of your life and help others do this as well. Can you share with us some of the other benefits that came from honoring in terms of maybe self-image or just how you can see that impact really out further? You mentioned the story of how honoring others allows for them to have that sense of who was it that had that I impacted my life and got them thinking, got them feeling, and was able to have this greater expression. So I'm curious if you could go deeper into that.
Thank you so much. One of the most powerful things, and it's actually happened twice, is I've had people have me send an honoring award to someone, and they've contacted me later and said that he was a male teenager who was suicidal, very worried about their friend. I sent them an honoring award, and they were like, wow, somebody actually really does care about me. And the mystery, right, Donnie? It was the mystery that was so powerful. Who really sent this? Who really does care? And something about them, not only did it build his self-esteem, but the mystery of it totally gave him another focus in his life. And that has happened twice with two gay boys who were suicidal because their families would not accept them. You know, that's a really big thing to take somebody from being suicidal to sitting around and wondering who really cared about them. And it was their friends that got back to me and said, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart." I also had the first one I ever wrote was for some children. One of my friends came to my women's spiritual group in tears. She was a school teacher. One little kid had to go live with grandma. Somebody else's parents were out to lunch on drugs and alcohol. And she was just crying at the sadness that these poor children had to deal with. So the next day, I wrote this Gifted and Talented Child Award. Haven't changed a word of it in, I don't know, 35 years. So I sent a dozen to, I believe it was third and fourth graders. And she called me just ecstatic that some of the kids brought them to school. It gave them something positive to focus on. It built their self-esteem. Grandma didn't send it. Mom didn't send it. The school didn't send it. It's like the universe speaks.
Yeah.
Anonymous giving actually demonstrates unconditional love, to give without an agenda.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I can imagine the impact and how it changes someone's perspective, definitely.
Too many stories, not enough time, but I have a lot of them. In the business world as well, a coworker that's been, I don't know, that nobody likes, that they hate their job, that's just been unhappy. Somebody will put an honoring award on their desk, slip it in their backpack, whatever, put it in their car. And it just, like I said, the verbiage is beautiful. The thought behind it is beautiful, but the mystery's where the power is.
Wow, that's amazing. And in this process, was it always something anonymous? Like you mentioned how you gave a sense of this when you first wrote that letter to your aunt, but was that always something that was baked into this perception of it needs to be anonymous?
Well, I just realized that it allowed my heart its fullest expression,
Hmm.
because everybody loved her. I thought, this is great. Everybody loves her. I felt like I was writing it from my whole heart and the universe, the whole community, the whole family, everyone.
Hmm.
So I wrote it in a much broader way than I would have as a young adult. So it made a real impact on me. I wanted a full voice to express the love and the gratitude and the appreciation, encouragement, and support. And that's what these awards do. I
Yeah.
call them Evolving Genius Awards.
I love that. That's amazing. Perfect then. And I mean, my understanding of this is like when you are someone who finds someone who you feel deserves this award for whatever reason, whether you want to boost their own mental state or just want to honor them for whatever reason, this is an expression of gratitude, which makes in turn that person who thinks of giving the award also more fulfilled and grateful. Have you seen any of those responses by those who've been the giver of the rewards as well?
Absolutely. I have a poem that goes with every one of my awards, and it's called Honoring Builds a Circle of Nobility,
Mhm.
because it does. When you have noble actions of character, when you give unconditionally, when you are just there to uplift other people, it makes a difference. And it really does build a circle of nobility. And people really love it. They love sending them. I have a little Etsy shop where people can buy them, and either I can send them for them anonymously with a little gift note that is from grandma or whatever. People love being an anonymous instigator. It's like being a secret agent for the highest good.
Mhm.
I feel like a secret agent for the highest good, and it makes me really happy.
Yeah, that's good. And before this podcast, you're mentioning that there's a honoring event that you are hosting. Could you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I started out with my Evolving Genius Awards ceremony. I have 22 honoring awards. They're printed, they've got beautiful borders, 5x7. I did one for our local theater group. We voted who in the community deserved the Wisdom Keeper Award, the Valuable Volunteer Award, the Childlike Wonder Award, all these different awards. And then I presented them. And it was really super fun. And then I did a program that's very inexpensive, very easy to follow. It's called Honoring Tributes
Mhm.
for Milestone Events. And, Donnie, we have so many opportunities to honor people: retirements, birthdays, graduations, healing miracles, honoring people when they're moving away,
Mhm.
honoring people when they're becoming new parents, honoring people after a memorial service when people feel like they need something more personal.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of key words. I call them my wisdom words. There's 90 of them: love, trust, truth, unity, joy, laughter, communication, you name it. I've got a great list of words. My poem, Honoring Builds a Circle of Nobility. It's actually very simple for anybody to do it yourself. And event planners are loving this because they're like, they work so hard and they're like, this is fun. I
Yeah.
get to go out and empower other people to honor other people, to honor their people. So I really, really love that. It's very much a do it yourself, affordable thing that's in my Etsy shop. And then I have another one, which is called Honoring Improv. And everybody loves improv because it's creative,
Hmm.
it's communicative, it's fun, it's just so creative. And so it's basically spontaneous storytelling with an honoring flair. And I have these really fun story prompts that are a blast. I have game names that people can pick, favorite humble pie or inventive genius or whatever, which is nice too, because pubs really like to do this. They're tired of the same old, bingo and trivia.
Hmm.
So that way, if I don't want to give someone my name at an event where alcohol is served or at a pub, I can use my game name.
Hmm.
It's a little bit of fun. And I have 66 fun story prompts. Some are funny, some are more humanitarian or big picture. And people can write their own story prompts.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun. I have beginning sentences that make it easy. I have all those wonderful keywords.
Yeah.
And who are they? Again, the beauty is that my programs are available for other people to bring their people together, right? Especially after COVID. My goodness, they want one on one, they want to get together. And I have to also say that honoring and storytelling are both time honored peacemaking traditions throughout the world,
Mm-hmm.
throughout history. And that matters to me. Someone asked me, well, really, you see this as a peacemaking thing? Oh, yes, I do. And mainly because when we have positive play, that leads to friendship. When we have positive play, it leads to friendship. That builds trust. And that leads us to, peace and harmony. We have to have connection. We have to have trust in order to have peace and harmony, whether that's in the workplace, whether that's in the community, the family, the neighborhood. It brings me incredible joy to be able to offer these to people and know that, yeah, I can certainly lead them when I do, but other people can too. And that's exciting to me.
I'm curious, as this is something that can provide peace in the world, is there a mission that you are hoping gets realized by doing this type of work?
To be really honest with you, I feel like I would like to be. The day that I realized that, you bring the brilliance, you bring the tributes, you bring the storytelling, I provide the simple format. When my little inner visionary peacemaker realized that my simple platform programs can be translated into any language, I cried. I mean, it touched me so deeply to realize that I can have this translated into any and all languages, and people all the way around the world can honor people for milestones. They can do honoring storytelling. It brings me incredible joy. And that's my inner peacemaker. I feel like my spiritual guidance is always in tune with my inner peacemaker. I feel like I came in as a peacemaker. I have the awards and the experiences to prove it over many, many years. I'm a peacemaker at heart. And recently, when we had our protests, I said, I am a patriot, I am a protester, and I am a peacemaker. And I am all three of those.
Mm-hmm.
And it matters to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this has been such a powerful conversation. Thank you for sharing so openly on how this expression of honoring really works and how individuals can work with you to really share this light in other people's lives and impact them in such a deep way. Something I like to do near the end of these episodes is to ask if you had to give one insight to individuals out there, either be on the receiving end of these honorings or the ones who are looking to gift this, what would you tell them in terms of being a peacemaker and being this agent of more harmonious world and the world around them as they go throughout their life, go out their business, and are aiming to impact the world to be a better place?
Wow, that's a powerful statement. The anonymous giving is very powerful,
Mhm.
really demonstrates unconditional love. And one of the things I love about my programs is they enhance people's social skills, their sense of genuine connection and authenticity. And while a lot of people think, oh, improv, you have to be brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what, when it comes to honoring people, looking for the good in other people, making up a fun honoring story, people are brilliant at it.
Mhm.
Even young children are brilliant at it. And again, Donnie, what I said about it starts with positive play, it leads to friendship, friendship leads to trust, trust leads to peace and harmony. And I believe that's true in every group. I believe it's true in the world. I think it's a very simple formula, and it brings me incredible joy to honor people because when you honor other people, you learn how to honor yourself. And my tagline for my programs for honoring events is when we take our laughter and our applause seriously, we create everlasting happy memories together because we do.
Where can listeners connect with you and be able to do some of these anonymous honorings for their friends and their family and the people in their lives that matter to them?
Thank you. It really is a do it yourself program. Honoringevents.com is my website. And if you're interested in anything, it goes to my Etsy shop because all of my ebooks, all of my awards, all of my programs are at etsy.com shop evolving genius awards. Because we are all evolving geniuses. The more you give, the more it comes back. And that's the beautiful thing about honoring other people. You honor other people, you learn to honor yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, and my email is honoringevents@gmail.com. And I do have a few YouTube videos at Iris Barratt, Barratt 2911.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Iris, for sharing such real and thoughtful perspectives on honoring and how it impacts both the giver of these expressions as well as the receivers. And to all of you out there tuning in, remember, you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. If you
Yeah.
want to change the results in your life, start by becoming the version of you who already has them. This is the Mindful Hustle. Until next time, be bold, be intentional, and keep realizing your reality.